Good morning, children of New Life Church. This is Miss Gloria, and I got a really mysterious letter this morning, and I thought you'd like to help me look at it and see what it has. Somebody seems to have put it right under my door here. It's got my name on it and everything. Let's see what it says. Oh, I see. This is from a friend of mine, and his name is John, just like the John in the Bible. So he's going to pretend that he's the John in the Bible and is telling us about the things that happen on Easter. Dear friend, something amazing has happened, and I have a special surprise for you. I wrote about it in my book called John. Follow my clues to find out what happened and to celebrate with your special surprise. Here's your first clue. Look on top of the hill. Love, John. But that's really strange because we're not supposed to be going out somewhere, and I don't know how I'm going to find a hill in my house. There aren't any hills in my house. My house is all flat inside. But wait a minute. What if I looked at a picture? I bet we have a picture that has some hills. In fact, I think we have a picture right here that has some hills. And look at that. It's a clue. Let's see what it has inside. It's a picture of a cross. Maybe Achensa would like to read this card for us.
Jesus died on the cross for all sins.
Wow, that must have been really sad when Jesus died on the cross. They took Jesus to the top of a hill and he died on a cross next to two criminals. Jesus wasn't a criminal, but he never did anything wrong. But Jesus chose to die so he can be forgiven for all the wrong things we've done. And John says, my friends and I were so sad about Jesus' death. We cried so much about Jesus' death, we might have been able to fill a bucket with our tears. A bucket? Does that mean I'm supposed to look for a bucket? Well, if a bucket has water, maybe it would be in the sink. Let's try over there. What do you know? There's a bucket full of water in my sink, and there's another envelope. Let's see what it has inside. Wow, this is an interesting picture. Let's have Violet read this one for us.
After Jesus died, he was wrapped in cloth and placed in a tomb.
Thanks, Violet. You know, after Jesus died, one of his friends, Joseph, took his body off the cross and brought it to a tomb. Now that tomb was like a cave, because that's where they used to bury people. And that's where they put people when they died, and Jesus was wrapped up in some cloth, and his friends put him in the tomb. So there's a clue here. It says, when we finished placing Jesus' body in the tomb, the guards closed the door. A door! Okay, that's cool. There's a door right here. Nothing out there. Oh, what about the front door? Let's check the front door. Let's see. Let me go outside. Oh! Look at that! Here's another one. It's right here with this rock. Well, you know, that makes sense. Because since Jesus' tomb was a cave, it didn't have a door like the door of a house. It had a big rock, kind of like this round rock here, except it was really big. It was so big it took several people to roll it in front of the tomb. Let's find out what's in here. There it is, a picture of a rock. Let's have Braden read this one.
They closed up Jesus' tomb by putting a great big rock in front of it.
Okay. But you know, after that, Jesus' friends went home. That was Friday, and they had to stay home on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Jesus' friends came back. So Sunday's today. What day is it today? Look for a calendar to find out. Well, I have a calendar in my kitchen. Let's go there. And there it is. Right next to Easter Sunday, where I drew an Easter egg to remember that it's Easter Sunday. Let's see what the last one says. Oh, this one has an angel. Let's ask Genevieve to read this one for us.
The next day, an angel said, Jesus isn't here. He's alive.
Thanks, Genevieve. You know, Jesus' friends went back on Sunday, and Jesus' body was gone. And the angel told them, Jesus is alive. Jesus was dead, but he came back to life. And that's why we're all celebrating at Easter. And one of the ways you celebrate at Easter is people like to have eggs. They like to have eggs because eggs remind us that the egg is like the tomb, and what's inside of it doesn't seem to be alive. But then a chick comes out, and we discover that what was in it was alive anyway. That reminds us of Easter. And maybe your family can hide eggs for you to hunt for. Or if you don't have eggs to hide, you can make pictures of the Easter story, just like my friend did here, and hide them all around your house. And maybe you can make up clues to find them. But in any case, happy Easter.